Welcome back to another episode, actually episode 9 of the Sistah Talk. I am your co-host, Miss Beatty, and that's with a Z, and this is my host,
Gold Chain Diva.
And we're just two sisters with a lot to talk about, and I hope you've been enjoying. Also, I hope the misters have been tuning in too as well.
And if you haven't, we plan to have a few guests coming up here soon just for the misters, so don't lose faith in us just yet.
Yeah, not yet. But what's been going on, sis? What's been going on?
Oh man, the woes of turning 30 have been going on.
The woes. Listen, I feel it.
I just learned a fun fact last night. A girl that's in the medical field was like, once you turn 30, she said you depreciate by 1% every year. I was like, golly.
Listen, I believe it. Just for the simple fact of, I know when I hit 30, it was like, dang.
Right, hip pain. Woke up the next day after my 30th birthday.
Went back hurting, and I'm just like, this is crazy. So, I totally understand
But yeah, just the woes of 30, But besides that, y'all don't need to get all in my business. But, it just been some health issues, some things that I had to figure out. Yeah. But, I'm here, and I'm blessed, and I'm well.
Well, listen.
Got to make some eating changes.
And that's okay.
As
we get older.
More physical activity, more water.
Yeah. As I'm sitting here drinking wine in my bubble cup. So we're not gonna judge.
What's been going on with you?
So I took a trip to New York for my boyfriend's 30th birthday. And it was, let's just say it was a nice break from reality. Yeah, it was amazing. I went to this restaurant. It's called Stone Pizza. I know if you're like a TikTok fan, you've probably seen it on TikTok. It was amazing. Everything was amazing. I wish everybody go try it if that's what you're into. Definitely check it out. It is worth the money. I'm not going to get too much into it, but...
Yeah, if you want the details, Google.
Yeah, definitely Google it. But I had a great time. It was just nice not to think about work.
Always nice when you can just be free, be on your own time, not even think about nothing, get somebody else to do it.
Absolutely. And this is just kind of like a little side note as well. When we entered New York and the amount, we went on a Friday and it was like the afternoon. The amount of people, like, I'm not from a big city, so seeing
it was a shock.
There was like roaches. They was everywhere.
And they scattered like roaches.
Yes, everybody's moving. Nobody's really smiling. I'm like, holy cow. So I had fun. I enjoyed my time, and I'm happy to be back and hopefully starting work soon, back again. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's time for us to talk about some hot sauce.
Absolutely, the hot sauce. I'm going to go first with the hot sauce today because I was, like I normally do, scrolling on TikTok. Okay?
Well, hold on. Before we even go. So you know how last time we talked about TikTok, like the reminder that pops up and he was like, you do it now?
Yeah.
TikTok has changed the game again.
Okay, what's going on?
I guess they realized that your girl was an addict. Because now it pops up. Before I had a personalized code that I had to put in.
Yeah.
Now I got to put 1, 2, 3, 4 in to really let them know that I really want to watch it.
What?
So I'm like, oh, they must like really be cracking down. They be like, are you like? I think you should take a break.
Yeah, like, are you sure? Are you sure?
TikTok be cracking me up, but it's for the betterment of everything.
It is, because we can get lost
in the sauce.
Listen, I was about to say that. We can get lost in the sauce. But so there was a passenger on the United, I want to say the United Airways, I think it is, and this dude, I was about to say this nigga, excuse me. This dude went crazy. He was saying that he was going to kill people on the plane. He was threatening to like stab all the men. He didn't really say. He was really, really going off. And I bring this up to say, first of all, flying is a scary thing at the moment. I feel like it for a little bit after 9/11. It was, everybody was afraid to fly, and then it kind of went away. You're like, okay, it's cool to fly, and now it's just like, come on, like, are you serious? Like, you're on a plane with a whole bunch of people that's in the air, and you're talking about killing people. The passengers must have got involved, and they took them down, and my thought process in while I was...
Didn't they say that the weapon, and maybe I'm confusing this with something else, but didn't they say the weapon was like a spoon or something?
Nah, it was a knife that he made. Like, he's in jail. Like, he done...
Well, that's what I'm saying. Made it out of a spoon,
Out of a spoon, yeah. Why?
Like, sir.
That's a lot of... You had to think about that before you got on the plane.
Well, then, let's not leave out the fact that they said that he tampered with the emergency door. That's how they even really found out that his behind was crazy.
Yes. He tried to open the door while they were in midair.
Look, yo, I swear, those is fighting words. Straight up. Everybody on that plane should have jumped him. That's how I feel about it.
And I feel like some of them did. Like,
they did.
They're like, absolutely not. I'm not letting this man take this plane down. We're not going to have 9/11 number 2.
Right.
No.
Especially not with no dude that got a shank.
Listen,
Come on now.
Exactly, a shank. So, with that being said, my thought process was, should we start screening people before we get on planes now? And I'm not talking about just walking through security.
Oh, you mean like mental evaluation?
I'm talking about a mental evaluation.
Do they mentally evaluate these police officers? There's your answer.
Message.
They don't.
They don't.
And I've always felt like they needed to do that for just basic police work.
Right.
Because when you really think about it, a lot of these police officers got mental issues that are going on from traumas that they've experienced in their lives. Mm-hmm. And that's why we see all these police officers bossing up, beating on their chest, because now they finally got some form of power.
Absolutely.
So, but not to go on the tangent, but, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that they'll ever put the resources into doing that.
I think it would be smart, though.
Yeah.
How can you... This is my thing. How can you secure... And this is neither here nor there, but how can you secure me that I am safe on a plane with all these people? You really can't. You just we're putting our trust in what are they called? The people that check your bag. The TSA. We're putting our trust in a lot of people to make sure that we're safe.
Yeah, because, I mean, come on now. We got to hope that the TSA cares enough about their job to actually do it in the first place.
There you go. So, with that being said, that's what made me think about, do we need to start mentally evaluating people getting on a plane?
Yeah, because he definitely had some screws loose.
And they said that he was, like, schizophrenic, bipolar. So, that's just, I don't know. It worries me. It really does.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a person of faith, all you can do is pray and hope that it's not your time.
Absolutely. But, so, excuse me. Next, I'm going to be talking about the Black Tinkerbell. I mean, I know, first of all, we have a lot of characters in Disney Channel at the moment that are... How can I say this? Well, I'm gonna say it bluntly. They're changing the characters to be black. You know, a side of me thinks, are you doing this just to get like
a wow factor,
your kudo points?
Because they like controversy,
right? Or are you doing this because you actually want to see a change and see little girls like us that grew up seeing a character and being like, you know what, this person looks like me. You know what I mean? So. We have a Black Tinkerbell. Her name is...
Yara Shahidi.
Yes, Yara
from
Shahidi.
From Grownish, from Blackish. You know, I love Grownish. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I've watched a couple episodes.
I love it. I love it. And I'm still watching it right now. And they've changed the main character from her to her brother, Junior.
Okay.
And she's still on there, but I'm just starting to feel like the storyline is just obsolete.
I got you.
But that's neither here nor there. Yeah. You know, she's still the it girl.
Yeah, absolutely. But she's playing Tinkerbell. I was gonna say Peter Pan, but she's playing Tinkerbell on Peter Pan in the new Disney, the Disney show. I think the new Disney movie. Excuse me. So I just think that that's so cool. I think she looks beautiful as Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell is so cute and little and flying in a fairy, you know. And I feel like her face looks very innocent,
warm and inviting. Yeah.
So I thought it was a great cast that they cast her. I think it's amazing. And I'm not gonna lie, I am a 30-year-old, and I can admit it that I do like to watch Disney Channel movies still.
Well, so the thing that I wanted to ask, because, you know, you did send me the video on TikTok. What I realized is it was a young lady who was kind of stitching the video.
Yeah.
The thing that I think confused me was the woman who had a problem with a black woman playing Tinkerbell looked as if she was a mixed race black woman herself.
Yeah.
And I was so confused.
Yeah. So I don't know if people are getting like tired of like, I don't know, the whole black and white thing, like the controversy of the situation of making a white character black or making, well, they never did a black character white, so we can't say that, but making a white character, who did they do?
Well, I mean, not specifically in Disney, but there have been conversations about Aladdin. How they got white actors to play like Middle Eastern people.
Got you.
Movies like The Mummy, where they got white actors to play Egyptian people, whatever. You know what I mean? So it is a controversy where they do try to, but that's a different conversation because now we're talking about whitewashing. But, you know, not to go off the topic, but yes.
Yeah.
But it has been done in certain instances.
So, I just feel like she was more, like, frustrated. Like, okay, if they're actually going to cast this woman as Tinkerbell, let's just let it go. Like,
right. Because it's not that deep. I mean, come on now.
It's not.
Come on. We're talking about fictitious characters.
Absolutely. So why are y'all making it a big deal about, like, just, it's already casted. I mean, listen, you remember the triumph of Little Mermaid and her having dreads, like, so why? It's beautiful. Dreads can move just like as regular hair can move in the water. Like, what is the big deal?
What is the big deal? Other than, you know, obviously people showing their hate.
Is that ever gonna? Never mind.
It's probably not, but I mean, hey, who are we to
say, right?
Well, speaking of hate.
Okay.
Speaking of hate, I mean, I feel like we always, you know, talk about these very controversial topics, you know, that have to do with race, but I mean, if it wasn't existing, we wouldn't talk about it.
Absolutely.
So my hot sauce for the week is about a young lady named Asia Jackson who is 19 years old.
Okay.
She was not sure exactly where she was from, but nonetheless, she went into a Chick-fil-A. She ordered her food. They did not ask her what her name was, because you know they ask what your name is if they don't have like your Chick-fil-A app or whatever. They didn't ask what her name was, but yet they proceeded to put the N-word as an indicator on the little piece of paper that goes on the bag. Of course, everybody's upset about it and stuff like that. Chick-fil-A's response was not, oh, we're going to fire this individual, whatever. Their response was, well, we're going to have to retrain our employees. I think we're past that stage. We have heard this, oh, we're going to retrain our employees so many different times. But come on now, why should you have to retrain somebody to act with human decency?
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. What kind of training can you say, oh, don't call black people niggers?
That was a cop-out.
Yeah.
Let's be totally honest. I remember back when, and you can remember this because you worked at JCPenney's at the West Manchester Mall.
I didn't work at JCPenney's.
Payless. I'm sorry. I always want to say JCPenney's.
Because I love JCPenney.
Yeah. You worked at Payless when I was working at Finish Line. I'm pretty sure you went to that Chick-fil-A that was in that mall. Can you remember?
Yes.
Okay. So that's when I first found out that Chick-fil-A was racist. Period. Not because I had an experience, but because it was a general conversation and me and my coworkers that worked at Finish Line that like the owner of Chick-fil-A, all of them, the one who came up with it is racist. So that doesn't surprise me that type of answer would be given. We're just going to need to train. First of all, that should have been corrected right then and there, because that's not fair to make somebody feel like that. I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
I would have gave them their food back. I don't care how good, and my mouth would have been watering for that Chick-fil-A. Gave them their food back, and I would have been pissed off. And I wouldn't have been leaving until somebody gave me some type of answer.
Yeah. Well, they're saying that the mom obviously is pursuing legal action, but is that enough? You know, so they're actually on TikTok. There's a movement of people who are calling for people to boycott Chick-fil-A. Now, as I'm telling this story, I feel bad because I realized that I ate Chick-fil-A like yesterday.
Well, don't feel bad because...
like legitimately ate it yesterday.
Don't feel bad because I'm not going to lie. The only reason I didn't eat Chick-fil-A yet since I've been off of work is because I went to New York. But if I was home... I probably would.
It's really too, like we're put in like crazy positions because cancel culture is real. Like, we want to cancel certain people, but it's like, at what point are we gonna have to we're gonna have to cancel everybody?
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, so many different industries and so many different companies in this country have a basis of racism, and that's built on that.
Yep.
So, like, should we? And this is a question I'm asking the audience. Should we feel obligated to boycott these companies because of one-off scenarios, especially when the people involved are getting paid off?
Yeah.
Or, should we just go about our day like nothing ever happened and just create awareness about it and just make sure that they get additional training?
Right. Listen, we live in a world where we are able to make our own decisions. That's why we live in America. We're able to pick and choose what we can think, our opinions, and what we decide to do. So, with that being said, I'm not going to lie. I would have been pissed that happened to me if it was me, but I probably still will go back to Chick-fil-A.
Like, and I'm going to say this one last thing, and I'm just going to let it go. That person couldn't think of one other better descriptor word. You could have said black for anything.
You could have said sis. Like, you would have put if it was a woman, right?
Yeah.
S-I-S, sis. You could have said sis. Like, that would have been more appropriate than saying...
Or young black girl. Or black girl. Or BLK.
Or
anything is better.
I don't know. Like, you could have said anything.
Like, you went for the gusto.
Yeah.
Like, you showed your true colors.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I have a little bit of a mystery for this last piece of hot sauce for us this week.
Let's see what it is.
Now, I'm gonna give us a nice little intro into this topic.
Okay.
So, we all remember there's a few songs as black people that we all listen to that's rock songs, and like that's our jam.
Yeah.
Like, Paramore.
Yeah.
Okay. And back in the day, we love this young lady. Her music, the one song, "Why You Gotta Go and Make Things So Complicated."
Yes.
Listen, okay, everybody knows Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that was our stuff back in the day. Now, guess who she's dating? I want you to guess.
Avril Lavigne, and guess
what? And it's the most unlikely. I love this person, by the way. I'm just curious to see how it's going to unfold.
Jamie Foxx. I don't know.
Listen, that's a good guess. Yeah. I mean, Jamie Foxx was dating Katie Holmes.
Yeah, so hey. I don't know.
Tyga.
No way. Rack City, bitch. Rack City.
Make it nasty.
Make it nasty. Yeah. drop it on the list. Yeah, that's it.
Very uncommon, very, very, very uncommon, unlikely couple that we never for ages would have saw coming. Tyga and Avril Lavigne are dating. They were first seen kissing in Paris Fashion Week. After about a month or so, a couple months after her basically saying that she wasn't going to marry her ex. And so now there's this thing. And they're public with it. And they're just seeing where it goes. I'll be here for it, y'all.
I'm so here for it. First of all, I don't even know what Avril Lavigne looks like at the moment right now. Does she look the same? Okay.
She looks the same.
So if she looks the same, and Tyga is, he's not ugly. I can see it. Because
Tyga, when we think about Tyga, yeah, he is a rapper.
Yeah.
But Tyga is a very, cultured type of rapper.
Yeah, doesn't he paint his nails and stuff like that too?
I don't know if he paints his nails.
Okay, so maybe that.
But when I say cultured, I mean I'm pretty sure he was born in Japan, Korea, something like that.
Oh, that type of culture.
Yeah, he's a very different type of black guy. He's not I grew up on the west side of Philly.
Yeah.
He's a really different type of guy. So I mean, I wouldn't expected it. Because, let's think about it. Come on now. He's a twerk king.
Right.
Twerk music king.
With Avril Lavigne.
Listen, I'd be very surprised if they come up with a collaboration.
I'm not going to lie. That might be a little lit for 20.
Hitting, okay.
I'm definitely going to play it on my radio shit.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Y'all let us know. Are y'all here for this Tyga and Avril Lavigne mix-up?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm curious to see how it unfolds. And then it's a whole other web that I'm not even going to begin to figure it out for y'all. But just put it like this: they are connected in more ways than one. There's just a lot of connections going on.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of connections going on.
Well, listen, I just want to see the picture of them two kissing because I can't imagine it.
Well, we're gonna put it up on the screen for y'all.
Okay.
He just was full on just
kissing. Kissing.
I'm here for it.
Listen, you go ahead, Levine. You go ahead, okay? You get you a Tyga.
Yeah, go ahead, girl. Go ahead. We ain't mad at it. We ain't mad at it. Because a lot of people probably don't know this about me. And maybe, because I put out a list when they had the top rappers of all time. Tyga is one of my favorite rappers.
Really?
Really. And I think people sleep on Tyga. I think Tyga, he has a good flow. He has a good voice. He's a little bit of a lyricist, not much.
Yeah.
But he's not a trash rapper. And I feel like people don't really like see him for who he is.
I feel like who he was signed to is trash.
Young Money?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it was so many bomb ass rappers that I feel like all in one that I felt like it didn't really showcase what he could do. Because I don't really like, out of all of them, I only know like Rack City and maybe another song that he might have came out with.
What?
Yeah,
Listen,
so I'm
hold
not
on.
really
I'm gonna tell you that you remember more than that.
Okay.
Because
refresh my memory, please.
Listen, because I'm pretty sure y'all wondering too. You know what songs did he come out with? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can I get a taste? I know you heard that song.
Oh, yes. That was really good.
That was the only thing I could think of because that beat go like that the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really good. I wasn't sure. I'm like, okay, I got what you're saying. That's funny as hell.
Ayo.
Keep going.
I don't even know the rest of the words, but the song with Chris Brown.
Oh, yep.
That song.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Well, Bedrock, obviously.
Yeah.
I can make it bedrock,
yeah.
He was on Hookah with what's that man name?
To Pass Me the Hookah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on Hookah. See Now. Can you see now? Oh, listen, it's a whole list though.
Yeah.
He was on Switch. He got songs. He got songs.
Maybe I just don't remember them.
Listen. Girl, I'm faded.
Yeah.
Faded. My nigga, I'm faded. That song.
Okay.
He got songs.
This was back. What year?
That
did these
listen,
come
like
out?
2012. We showing our age with these songs.
Yes.
That was definitely college time because I remember listening to a lot of his music around that time. But I still like Tyga. I think Tyga makes more like pop type music.
He does. He does
kind
for
of like
everybody.
yeah.
It's for everybody, not just one. Yeah. Okay, Tyga and Adam Levine.
Not Adam.
Oh shoot. Avril, I'm sorry. I said Adam.
All right, so I guess it's time for conspiracy time. All right, so what do we got for this time?
Listen, we're going to talk about my favorite person. She's really not. Let me stop before they try to cancel us.
Cancel us before we can get started.
Cancel us. So we're going to talk about Miss Beyonce. For all my Beehive lovers, especially with her concert. There's this this coworker at my job that works in the kitchen, and he got tickets to her and I mean, he is so hyped. Like he talks about it every day, and I'm like, well, I said, well, you take lots of pictures. I said, and enjoy it because I don't really like her that much. And he's always like, really? I'm like, yes.
The Beehive be so confused. Like, I mean, let's be serious. I don't think Beyonce has given us anything that's wowed us in a very long time.
The only thing, listen, which brings me into this conspiracy talk. Are you familiar with backmasking?
Give me a little bit more.
Okay, so it is when an artist puts a message that can only be heard or played backwards.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm familiar because, I mean, not to take us off topic, but when I was younger, I remember when me and my cousins used to sit at the desktop computer. It's so funny because if they watching this, they going to laugh. I remember us putting Missy Elliott's Put My Thing Down, Flipping It Reverse, and playing that backwards. Now, I can't say that we heard anything of that, but we might have thought we did. But we used to do stuff like that for fun.
Okay.
Just listen to it.
Okay. Yeah, Yeah, that's, and I bet you if you listen long enough, you probably would have heard some shit in her stuff too. But so Beyonce has been performing in Dubai, and I know in one scene I seen on TikTok, she brought her daughter out, and her daughter was dancing beside her.
Look, and it's so funny because when she brought Blue Ivy out. It was so funny because they were talking about how she basically stopped her
from about to go in.
Yes,
and she looked like she already has like a really like cute personality as well. And I'm pretty sure she sings.
They was like, "Give us a check." Two of them.
Exactly, because she was about to break it down. So in a lot of Beyonce's songs, and I mean a whole lot of them, like I've heard about backmasking from her specifically for a while. Just because, everybody knows that supposedly her and Jay-Z are the top of the Illuminati and so forth, and I believe it. I'm all for it, to be totally honest. But so her Single Ladies song, I have 3 lyrics that if you play it backwards, that I was watching on that video that I had sent you, that this is what it says. The world will bow to Lucifer. The world will not have fun. The world will bow to me. That is so creepy to me.
Yeah. But it's so funny because when we really talking about Beyonce, we really also got to talk about the fact that is becoming way more common in general. We got people like Sam Smith, and that's another person that we're going to discuss on my conspiracy side. Performing at the Grammys, wearing an all red, top hat, having the horns, and then you can see the word Satan behind him. You got Lil Uzi Vert that got certain parts where it says Satan, 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 or whatever. So I mean, we're living in a day where they're trying to hide these messages, and they're basically sending people to hell, condemning their souls, and not even these people are not even realizing.
Yeah. I would have to say it creeped me out. I could only literally watch that video like twice because I was just like getting an eerie feeling about it, and I'm like, okay, this don't feel right. You know what I mean? But I just think it's so crazy because she's like, let's be honest, she's very influential. Like she influences a lot.
Well, even with this picture that I'm looking at right here, I'm just going to show it to the camera really quickly, but I'm going to put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
This picture right here, even you got to think about it. They worship sun gods.
Yeah.
That is a big sun behind her.
Absolutely.
So, it's more symbolic than what you realize. People just don't pay no attention because they don't know what they're looking at.
Exactly. That's why I chose this picture. I wanted to share it with you, and obviously we're going to share it to you guys, but when you look at this, you're not like, this is a really cute picture.
No, it looks creepy.
It looks creepy.
The sun has eyes in it.
Eyes. First of all, there's people behind her that are, their hands. I can't even.
Oh.
There it is. Yeah, that's people's hands. The whole thing
is creepy.
The
whole thing is just people, because it's people all the way down there too.
All around her. So I just...
and that's not even the creepiest thing about that performance. Anybody who have seen her performance in Dubai saw the way that she shot out of the water. And it was just, to somebody who don't know what they're looking at, it would look really cool.
Yeah.
But to somebody, it was just very eerie to me in the first place. And then you got her, come on now. The whole thing is blasphemous. The whole thing. And they're just getting so ballsy. And I see a lot of people on TikTok that are, Christians, are challenging other Christians. And either people that are not Christians are challenging Christians to stand up.
Yeah.
Because when you think about who's all speaking out and saying certain things about whatever, none of those people are Christians and defending Christianity and defending Christ and God and things like that.
Yeah.
So, Christians, we gotta stand up. Stop being scared and say how you feel. At the end of the day, all they can say is that they don't agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're allowed to have your own opinion, and I, by far, think that this is very creepy. I feel like once again, we need to be making sure we're filtering what we let our children listen to, because they are the next. Listen to me, I sound
but they're
old head. They are the next generation.
But they are, and they're malleable at this age. At this age, they're soaking everything.
They're sponges. They are sponges. They are literally like taking all.
I mean,
all
and when we think about how much, even as adults, we receive subconsciously, think about how much they're downloading subconsciously, and they don't even realize it, and they're not even able to process it the way that we process it.
Absolutely. So, with that being said, conspiracy or not?
Well, I kind of hinted to what my conspiracy talk is about. My conspiracy talk is about two well-known individuals in the entertainment industry as well, Adele and Sam Smith.
Okay.
Now, the conspiracy is that Adele and Sam Smith are the same person.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard that before?
No, I didn't, but I think you mentioned it to me and we were chatting about it a little bit.
So, they're saying that Adele and Sam Smith are the same person because they've never been pictured together in the same room. They're also saying that it's something similar to the backmasking, but not really. If you take an Adele song and you tone it down, it sounds just like Sam Smith. If you take a Sam Smith song and tone it up, it sounds just like Adele. Very quick and simple, conspiracy talk. I mean, they also often say how they look similar.
Yeah.
Conspiracy? Why not?
Now, let me say this. So, are they from the same place?
I feel like they're both British.
Because yeah, I can see it.
Where is Adele from? Adele is from United Kingdom. Okay. And Sam Smith is from United Kingdom.
I don't know if that just made it more creepier or what.
They're both from United Kingdom.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. But
I like both of them though.
I do like both of them. I feel like Sam Smith is going way left now though.
What do you mean? Like what's something?
Like, have you seen him lately?
I haven't.
Oh my god.
He looks a little creepy.
Listen, I'm gonna show the pictures on the screen, but Sam Smith been looking real crazy lately. Like just the stuff that he's been wearing. I want to say that he possibly even came out. I don't know. Is homosexual? I'm not really sure, but nonetheless. He's been all over the place looking real crazy. Like on the red carpet, like just to give you a little preview. Like stuff like this, like bondage type stuff. I know you seen this look right here.
Oh.
Like he's been looking real crazy lately. And I just feel like when he first came out, he was this well-groomed British man that had a nice style about him. Yeah. And then now he's completely going to the dark side.
Listen, fame will do that to you. It's very sad. I mean, how many artists have we grown up with that now if we look back to how we remember them back in the day to now, you'll be like, who is that?
Yeah.
It's a totally different person. Totally different person. So, whew.
Yeah. Conspiracy?
Or not. That was, yeah.
Well, guys, it's time for Uncancel Culture.
Uncancel Culture. Yes.
This is the segment where we uncancel people who have been canceled because it's very weird living in that time. A celebrity or influencer does one thing and they're like, get them out of here. So we are in the business of giving people their flowers.
Yes, absolutely.
And kind of giving people grace. And so that's why we came up with this segment called Uncancel Culture, because we feel like some of those people need to be given a second chance.
Absolutely.
So who you got to talk about this week?
So I feel like I'm gonna just, I might claim him as not okay. Maybe I should
as your uncle.
As my uncle. Like that's I love how you put that, as my uncle. We're gonna talk about Kanye West, okay? I feel
listen, she talks about Kanye West a lot.
I do.
I love Kanye West, so I'm here for every Kanye West conversation.
So let's be honest, with everything that has been going on with Kanye West from forever, for the past couple of months with him, cussing out the camera people, the paparazzi, and just wanting his privacy with his kids and dealing with Kim Kardashian and her whole family and just everything. I feel like people are trying, or maybe already have, canceled him. As, first of all, let's just talk about him as an artist.
He's one of those people that get canceled every other week.
He does.
But he's always finds a way to get back on our good side.
Absolutely, absolutely. First of all, like, as an artist, I feel like he's, back when he first came out, he had banger after banger after banger.
She giving
money. Listen, when I'm in need. Listen, that's...
Yeah, she's a trap.
Listen, friend indeed. Listen, that Gold Digger, one of his,
But
hits.
we can't forget Through the Wire.
Listen, through the living, through the wall. That's my... Listen, he has a lot of bangers, okay? I'm going to just say it just like this. Quick, simple, and short. There's no reason to cancel Kanye West. Let him be who he is. Let him, we don't know what he's dealing with. His music is great. I love, and you might have a different view on this because you are, heavily into being a Christian woman. But I like the fact that he had that choir.
That was just a little creepy to me.
Like a cult, and I get it, but I'm just talking about the choir itself, like listening to them sing and music and the produce, like that's what I'm speaking about.
The artistry. I can always respect Kanye West as a great, amazing, phenomenal mind.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm completely just talking about the fact that of him being an artist.
And that's why I told offense when it comes to Kanye West, because I view him as a musical genius. Yeah. It's just certain things, I don't know. The reason why I battle with liking Kanye West is because, like you just said, he went through that whole phase of time where he did Sunday service, right? Mm-hmm. Then the book of Jesus. Yeah. Then Jesus was a whole thing. Yeah. So it's like, to me, it's like, when do we view it as blasphemy, number one? Yeah. And idolatry type of situation. Yeah. At first I was like, oh, he's trying to win souls for Christ, whatever. But it's like, are you?
Yeah, and then it's like at some point it got to like, okay, you're doing too much. Like, you can do that, but you're taking it over.
And then we turn around after that, and then we get Donda, the album that was named after his mom.
Oh yeah.
And then now we get this, weirdo that's wearing all these masks and all these spikes and all this fire and all these different things that look very demonic. Yeah. So I don't even really know where to place him in my mind when it comes to it, because I feel like he flip-flops a lot. And
then it's like, okay, well, is he being... Okay, I get it. Like, it might seem demonic, but then it's just like, do we really know what he's going through in an everyday basis? I'm talking about waking up and having cameras in your face, going to the grocery store and have cameras in your face.
I get that, but
maybe he's trying to shield himself, but not going about it the right way.
But can we think of it like this? We literally just talked about all these celebrities that sell their souls, and it's a price to pay. True. Come on now. It's been said. We talked about Jay-Z and Beyonce being at the tippy top. Kanye West was Jay-Z's protege.
I know.
So let's think about the fact that it is, and I'm sorry that this is mixing in with conspiracy talk, but we got to think about it. They're saying that Jay-Z was the one who told him to sacrifice his mother.
That's a little bit different.
You know what I mean? So if we really thinking about this as, did this man sell his soul? Right. Is he really fight now? And it is another conspiracy side. Before I go, this is Uncancel Culture. Yeah. But it's linking into a conspiracy side that I didn't even talk about yet. It's definitely being said on the internet right now that it's a toss up. It's two Kanye Wests right now.
Oh yeah, the tall one and the short one.
And tall one and the short one. Okay.
I didn't hear about that.
And basically, and Orlando Brown said it. Yeah. That the short one is the real Kanye West. Mm-hmm. And he's fighting for his body right now. Which I think he lost that battle. Because now we look at Conspiracy Talk, he disappeared for how long?
Right.
Then he comes back as the tall Kanye West, and now he's back with Adidas.
Yeah.
Now he's back in bed with Balenciaga.
Yeah.
Now he's doing everything that's conflicting what he said before he left.
Before he said.
So, I mean, I can appreciate the old Kanye West when we knew he was pure.
So let's just say, let's uncancel the short Kanye West.
No, the tall one.
I mean, the tall one.
We gotta uncancel the tall one. Well, no, you said it right. Yeah.
Short
We
one, right?
uncanceling the short one. We uncanceling the short one this week.
Yeah.
we might cancel him next week.
Right. But yeah, so with that being said, listen, I'm a fan of the small one. Okay, so we'll just keep it.
Listen, like to date, I don't care what nobody says. Twisted Dark Fantasy is one of my favorite albums.
Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Twisted Dark Fantasy. And no, that was that song in there? I was about to say and that wasn't even on that one.
I was gonna say I like that song too.
No, I was going. So Twisted Dark Fantasy. Oh my God, was Monster with Nicki Minaj. Shoot the lights. Don't laugh at me, yo, but you know that's how the song goes.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. You're bad funny. Yeah.
Oh my God, why can't I think the one that where he be on the piano? Dang, I can't even think of the name of the song.
It's not the one where Kim Kardashian is riding the motorcycle.
Bound 2 is a different album, I think.
Okay.
But Twisted Dark Fantasy, hold on, let me see. Listen, because y'all know our 30-year-old minds can't recall correctly. Yeah, all of the lights is on there. Monster was on there. Because everybody know that song. But I'm trying to think of the song. I'm trying to... because it's gonna kill me inside to think about the song. Well, the song "No One Man Should Have All That Power." That song. Mm-hmm.
When did he come out with this album?
This album was back when we was in. I'm pretty sure this
high school.
No, it was like right. I mean, pretty much like 2010. Yeah, like pretty much. But this album to me, still to date, alongside, obviously you gotta say College Dropout. It's like one of the best ones. Now, I'm guilty of not listening to Life of Pablo. I know I didn't listen to Yeezus because I thought that was complete blasphemy. Like, you know what I mean? So... Yeah. Well, she's uncanceling Kanye West. I'm still on the fence about it.
Short Kanye.
But I'm going to support my co-host and say we just going to cancel him this week.
The short one.
The short one. So I have a spin on Uncancel Culture this week.
Okay.
This person has actually already been uncanceled, I believe, because this person has been blackballed in Black Hollywood for a very long time now. Mm-hmm. The person I'm talking about is Monique. So, you know that she was popping, with the Parkers and, she was on all types of charm school and this and that and the third. And then out of nowhere, she disappeared. Nobody saw her. Right. And that was said that, what's his name? Lee Daniels and Oprah had played a part in blackballing her and keeping her from getting certain roles and stuff like that because they said that she was difficult to work with. And I'm sure some old other underlying stuff that's going on with that. So she got canceled, but as of recently, we know that she just starred in this movie on BET Plus called The Reading. Now, I know you said you haven't watched it yet, and I'm making my business to make sure you see it.
Yes.
But I want to uncancel. She's already been uncanceled, but I'm going to tell you that I support the fact that she has been uncanceled.
Okay.
Because just that role alone, sis did an amazing job. When I tell you, when you see this woman in that movie, I mean, acting top tier. Mm. It is a suspense and horror film, and it did make me a little scared at the moment because I'm like, yo, is she like possessed?
Oh no.
Like in real life?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was that good that I'm just like, yo, what? She killed that role.
Did she? I heard a lot of people talking about it. But
now what I will say, even though I'm uncanceling Monique, I'm canceling The Reading.
It was good
good until it wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
I I'm one of those so everybody knows that I am a director, writer, whatever. So I view things from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I can't stand a movie that takes place in one setting the whole entire movie because I feel like it limits the storyline.
That's like Malcolm and Marie. Did you ever see that on Netflix? With whatchamacallit? It took place in their home, and I thought it was absolutely dumb.
And maybe that's what it is. I can't stand when a movie takes place in a home because it's only so far that you can go from there.
Right.
So basically, once it climaxed, that was it. You knew what to expect. It was no twists and turns, really. So, great movie all the way up until the point it wasn't a great movie no more. So, I'm canceling the movie, but I'm canceling Monique.
Okay, well, I'm excited to see the movie because I haven't seen it yet. I did hear a lot of mixed reviews on it, so it's interesting to hear your point of view. And a little side note on the Monique situation. My hairdresser that has been doing my hair for ages actually was really good friends with her. Really, really good friends, and did her hair on, is it Johnson Family Vacation? No. Roscoe's.
I know exactly what you,
She did her hair for that whole movie, which I thought that was very cool.
Listen, and I will say, Monique, that's one thing we can say about Monique. Her hair has been on point.
She did her hair for that movie, and she got her to say happy birthday to me over, she called her phone and left a message. When I was in middle school, I was so happy because I used to watch the Parkers.
Listen, and I was just done watching the Parkers.
I was a diehard fan of the Parkers. Like, my mom used to make sure, like, she'd be like, okay, your bedtime is after that. You watch that, and then you go to bed. So
I will say, watching the Parkers as an adult made me feel a certain type of way.
It did.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because the professor didn't deserve Miss Parker.
Listen.
He did not deserve that lady. Professor Ogilvy definitely did not deserve Miss Parker. You know, he basically was a hater.
Yeah.
You know, he shat on her the whole entire show.
Yep.
For 5 seasons, he shat on this woman. And as soon as she found a man that she loved and she was going to marry, he decided that he was going to show up on her wedding day. And then get married to her.
Listen, and he pretty much played her the whole entire time, and it was annoying.
It was a knee-jerk reaction. It was like, do you really love me, or do you love me because now I don't love you no more?
Exactly. He liked the chase.
Basically. And I think Adele did the right thing by locking his behind that closet.
Yeah. How can you forget about Adele?
God rest her soul, because you know she passed away.
She did.
Yes. God rest her soul. I believe her name was Yvette Wilson.
Okay.
Yes. But yes, y'all, I think that's all we got for you all today.
Yep.
Is that everything?
That's everything, sis.
All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in to episode 9 of the Sistah Talk podcast. I'm your host, Gold Chain Diva, and this is my co-host,
Ms. Beatty, and that's what it is.
And you can find me on social media at goldchain__diva, and you can find my co-host,
Ms. Beatty, MZ_Beatty.
on all social media platforms.
Yes.
And we would love to hear from you all. So please run them likes up, run the shares up. Make sure you subscribe to make sure you get notified. We post episodes every Monday at 8 p.m. So make sure you turn on them notifications to get notified every time we drop a new episode.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.